Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our coverage of ESCA's Mountain Dew League for season number 30 in Australia. My name is Justin Lutz, aka Subway, so I do have my co-caster Graham Morrison, and we are playing a game on Keisha. We have Chiefs Esports Club against Content. And Mr. Morrison, first of all, welcome to you. How do you do? And second of all, Chiefs have a huge acquisition, and he's making his debut for the org tonight.
Yes, he is making his debut here on Cation. I'm excited to see how it goes. I mean, Chiefs, of course, should be heavily favored in this game. It should be a nice way of kind of getting his feet wet, as it were. And an opportunity to show what the man is made of, Cyber Waste.
Indeed, and we do have 4 members armored up for Chiefs, and Tux being your kit carrier, and the side of Content that being Rewind, Lou, Trippy, Dreams, and Tot. 4 of them armored up, and Dreams being your carrier. The nades will go out from him, and Tux will pop Tot's head like a grate, but Lou and Tippy starting to at least try to get a battling back, but Texter will just say, nah, we'll sign on the dotted line, and he will scalp many a frag. It was 4 as a matter of fact, and well, just like that, Chiefs are out of the gates extremely strong.
Yeah, Texter just turns around and says, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I frag a little more? Just rip bullets right through their faces. Good jaw on him. Now he's got the M4. There's going to be 4 Deegs in a CZ75. Someone on Dreams. Let's go CZ in armor. He fully bought up. No one else on his team did. Interesting decision. See if it works out. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
The bold move, Cotton. We'll see if that pays off. I bloody hope that it does pay off on the side of Content, because he's the outlier in terms of his economy. 2 members are on 1650, 2 members are on 1350, and then you see the Man of Dreams at 150. And perhaps to spook the members of Chiefs and make them expect the unexpected. Infrequent has gotten rid of Lou, and Blitz has decided to not go with buying himself any actual weaponry. And Infrequent, how do you do, sir? Welcome to the new season. Scalp 2 thus far. As I was going through, Blitz has opted not to get a weapon to buy an AWP. A little down the line, he did get rid of the offender and infrequent, but that will be all Content is able to muster. So Chiefs are on the trot and on the road to in a row with minimal impact in the grand scheme of things, and should Blitz choose to do so, there he goes. He's bought the AWP already.
Exactly, and it's just pistols again. Couple Deegs, couple PT50s, and a few players took a lot of damage from that Molotov. We will have an idea there. Nate coming through does a lot more. Now he's just got to start spraying with the SMG, gets 2 of them. Cleaned up by one of the Deegs. Will he be able to find any more of these Deegs? Well, Puck says no to that one. 2 alive, 4 Chiefs, and now it's just Trippy. Flash will come through. Popped in. Engagement coming in, and Infrequent's got that. Nice and easy.
And very minimal casualties. Now, Content can actually buy. It has elected to get the AWP, so we will see a duel between the newly acquired Blitz and Lou on the terrorist side. Blitz is yet to get on the board, but, well, when you see Texter going off at 5-0, Infrequent at 4-1, you're not too worried. You're just like, well, I know I have powerhouses to back me up. I have big, beefy units, so I'll just let them do their thing. Chunky nade there too.
I like my nades how I like my chocolate chip cookies. Chunky. Now, explosion in towards mid right now. Molly's went in over towards sandbags. Now Texta might look to pop himself forward. Did not do so, but Tux, and now there's the kill from Texta. Quick pair in. A little bit of damage done to the rest of the players on content. And this is another nice start to the round. He's found one, but again, he'll fall. Now it's just Trippy. 1 versus 4. In hand tapping. Ooh, gets a nice little dink there through the wall into Texta, but that's all he'll find. 4-0 Chiefs.
And with relative ease too. Texas at 9k. Sure, he does still have to buy. But definitely be happy with that. And Blitz yet to get a frag on the board, but also yet to drop. He is the only member to survive all 4 rounds thus far for the Chiefs. And content a little bit of a scattered by once again. 4 members armored up. And a tiny bit of utility and power pistols on the back of them. And hoping to perhaps do a death squad just based on their positioning. They're moving towards B main. And perhaps wanting to try and catch out the members of Chiefs. But Blitz is on the board. Does get 1 tech does as well. And Frequent does do a little bit of a contribution as well. Rewind did get a pair, but a commanding 5-0 lead. And very little time has elapsed in between the first round and our current position. Chiefs are not messing around and really wanting to get this done quick.
Well, Cyberwaste, this is the 4th game we've casted tonight, and this will be the 3rd one that's seen a final score line. And the other 2 games were very good games, so I'm not ready to rule content out. One of them was a 16-14. The other one was, I think, a 16-12. So we've still got a lot of Counter-Strike. Can go very differently, and then Frequent falling early there. It's not quite a good start, although 2 quick kills back for Chiefs. It's evened up. Man advantage now. And Tux, though, quite low. But the remaining players from content going in towards mid. Right now, AWP needs to aim true from loot. It's not going to do it, as Moe and Blitz find those kills. 6-0.
It's just like a 2k for Blitz and a 2k for Moe. And well, the Chiefs train is showing no signs of slowing down, and content now's as good a time as any to try and to stem the tide for the Chiefs before it gets any more out of hand. We do have a fair spattering of utility, 3 AKs and 2 Galils, which is a bit of a curious bent, and well, content's throwing everything they can at it to see whether this will pay off. Dreams has gotten rid of Texas, so it's paid off well thus far, and Rewind has put a bullet right between the eyes of Moe. So things are looking up for the terrorist side as the A site is now seized and the bomb is now down, and now Chiefs are left with a choice to make. 1 AK and 2 AWPs trying to retake the A site.
Well, will they be able to find any of these kills? They need to open it up. Trippy getting a kill there makes it seem very unlikely, and now it's just Tux. And, well, he's nowhere near there. Not even close. This will be the first round on the board for content. And it took them long enough. 7 rounds in, but they managed to get it, and that's the important part. And more importantly, James and Tot have started to find some kills, although Tux does take Dreams' life away. Because Dreams, he's 1-0-7. Tot's 1-0-6. Oh, that was like last pixel.
Yep. Final millisecond, and that is another downed member of content, another forced rebuy, and you would have to be seething off of the back of that. And well, but there is another buy in the mix for the side of content, so not all is lost yet, but Chiefs aren't really all that well off in terms of money either. So it could still go either way.
If anyone's wondering why we just both paused there and didn't say anything briefly, producer said "oh," and a little part of me died, and the rest of me wanted to die. So that's what that pause was. That was that awkward silences.
It was purpose to it.
We were dying inside for a little bit, but you know we're back here. We're back around And hopefully our producer never says anything like that again. Take that OO out of my chat, out of my life.
I don't think this is the time nor the place for that type of activity. At any rate, we're running down towards 50 seconds remaining in round number 8. Barely an engagement has taken place, but that is shortly to change given where these seas are. A couple of red squeaky ones moving towards a main. Rewind has gotten a pair, but Infrequent and Tux have chimed together, and Texas did as well. So now Trippy in a 1 versus 3. The bomb is actually down and out of the reach of the final T player. Infrequent's watching him like a hawk and swipes on his prey. And now Chiefs back to winning ways, and Content are definitely not content with the way things are at all.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a problem too, because it does reset the loss bonus of Content. They are buying up here, as it'll be double ecoed, but that's a couple AKs, a Galil, Deagle, CZ75, also known as not very good weaponry. Not an ideal spot to be in whatsoever. Now, we'll see if they can do any damage with them. Blitz is lurking around at the AWP, not able to connect on that shot. Takes a fair bit of damage. Trying to fall away will be cleaned up with relative ease. Now the hit's starting to come back forth. Tux in the site needs to be massive. Needs to go huge. Needs to go bananas. Well, it doesn't really matter when the rest of his team is stepping up. 3 versus 3 right now. Quite low. Bomb still hasn't made its way across. Moe's gonna make sure that doesn't happen. 2v2 though, as Lou chimes in and again with one of his own. But still, that bomb needs to find its way across. It's not gonna be able to do so. And Moe actually walks out, I should say. Finds the kill. Now into a 1v1. Moe looking for it, looking for anything. Bomb is in the perfect spot for him though. It means that Tot needs to press the issue. Needs to find an engagement here. Will he be able to do this? Will he be able to win the 1v1? Will he be able to collect the bomb? Pass go. Collect $100 and win the round.
Basically in a war of patience, and that is what will win conflicts. Moe will prove to be the stronger person of the two. We'll get a 3k for him and put Chiefs in a winning way. 8-1 after 9. We go into round number 10. And Content, well, what can you really produce with what you've got? The answer is not a whole lot. We do have 1 Deagle, a couple of P250s, but that is pretty much it. Just wanting to perhaps keep the economy honest for Chiefs, which is not a entirely fruitless endeavor. Looking at the current state of things, you see Texter and Infrequent on 300, and the rest of the players not looking too hot either. Moe is probably the best of the 5. But any gun you can get out of the hands of the Chiefs, especially given they're on the defending side, it'll be to the great benefit of the terrorists.
Oh, Zeke's trying to find anything, but Texta, he's got to make that a third for him. Shutting it down with the help of Infrequent, and it is just rewind. And while that was short-lived, he's erased. 9-1 Chiefs. This is getting out of hand.
This is getting a little bit wild, a little bit rowdy. And speaking of Texas and Infrequent, the two gentlemen that were holding mid in the previous round, they're basically in a game of one-upsmanship. And Texas is currently leading at the moment at 13-4, and Infrequent not so far behind on 12-5. So perhaps trying to race each other to a higher total. Maybe that's the end game for the Chiefs at the moment. Blitz not really doing all that much with the 4-2 line, but I guess when all the rest of the squad are doing their jobs, you're sort of left with nothing to do. But Content with their buyers spilled out on the side, not equated for Moe CQ, did get 2, and Frequent got a pair as well. And Chiefs are now at double digits, and it looks like the terrain for the Chiefs is showing no signs of slowing down at all.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, one team hit the ground running, the other one, like, I don't know, hit the sky walking or something because, well, maybe they need a walker after this one. This is savage. But it'll be a fast towards B right now. Tuck's trying to drop an elbow from the top rope in with the help of his friends. We'll remove him from the server. Trippy's got another one as well. Some damage being done by these pistols, but I'm not sure. Well, actually, it may matter. Rewind now has a 3K. Be on for the 4K to win the round. It is him versus Moe. And that was a nice play by Moe there. I'm not sure if he caught it, Cyber Waste, but he threw a flashbang from Zed into vents to break the vent and give that sound cue away. So now he thinks that he might be not necessarily coming from the right spot.
It's actually extremely smart and something not a lot of people really consider. How much of a role sound plays in this game. Just trying to...
Well, and then he runs around on the box to make it sound like he's in heaven. He's playing mind games very well, but it's not worked. Rewind. Oh, he feels his way just for a second, and Moe will win it. But for the longest time, he was just staring directly where Moe was coming. None of the mind games worked, but in the end, it was a little bit of second guessing there from Rewind. Results in the loss of the round.
And well, yeah, content can buy in, but well, Chiefs, you could basically kiss gut chewing through the economy goodbye. There was an auto on the field in the hands of Infrequent. So I hope you have base setting in your equalizers and you're going to turn that up when the observer focuses on Infrequent, and there it goes. A round will go right through the garage door, right into the Temple of Dreams. And well, that would definitely be a sign for content to stand back and find another way, because there is a turret right in front of you. And Tux actually passed by Trippy, who was in the smoke and ended up paying for it. But so far, that is the only member of the Chiefs that has been taken out of the round by content. And well, a 4 versus 2 now with the bomb down in the T warehouse, and content wondering, where do we go next? What do we do?
Cry a little bit. I mean, here's the thing. Lou, he's got a stationary player. He's not even able to win that duel. Like with the AWP, honestly should have been a pretty straightforward kill, but that's just a sign that things really aren't going their way. Tripping now in the op, trying to come right out here. Ooh, hit the no-scope onto Texta. He then falls to Infrequent. But that means Trippy is the first player on content to break the double-digit threshold on kills. He's now 10 and 12. Rewind's 9 and 13. Lou is 3 and 12. Dreams is 3 and 13. Tots 2 and 12. Also known as Yikes. And everyone on Chiefs has 11 kills or more, with the exception of Blitz. He's 6 and 3.
Well, he's still
so, at least kills, least death.
Yep. And well, we could also call the 2, 1, and 12 stat line on top. We could call that a Rush album, because 2112 and 2112 is a good album. I recommend you guys listen to it when you get the chance. Content will have to really listen to their instincts and try and get back into the round, but the Chiefs are ruling the A site with an iron fist and shut down any type of advance the T's had. And we're going into the final round of the first half, and it has been basically the Chiefs' property, and well, content are just living in it.
Cyber Waste, I got a question for you. Correct me if I'm wrong, I wasn't paying that attention to the total scoreline. But I believe the Skyfire Avant game that we just casted was a 16-2. This game looks like it might be a 16-1. Will they get more rounds than Skyfire content, or will Skyfire have more by the end of this game? What's your prediction?
I will not hedge my bets on that one, because I know commentators have a bad habit of jinxing whatever team they talk about, so I will refrain from such an endeavor. Unless Chiefs are starting as they mean to go on, and Texter makes sure it is none versus 5. And at the change, 14-1 for the Chiefs. Wowzers. Did you really expect it to be this strong going into the break?
Maybe not this strong, but pretty close, to be honest with you. Like, I have a lot of faith in this Chiefs lineup. And honestly, it's good to see that they are popping out content. Like, yes, I did think content was going to bring it more than they have. But in the end, like, this is what you'd kind of hope from this Chiefs team. You'd expect them to come out here swinging, and you got to be happy with the 14-1 scoreline if you're a Chiefs fan.
Indeed. And Chiefs have 3 members armored up, 2 members with nades, and they're just legging it up towards B main. And Heaven's now smoked off, and Shox is a little bit far forward, and now we're back into a 3 versus 3, and Rewind's trying as hard as he might. Does have 2 frags to his name. Lua also has 1. We're at an even 2 versus 2, and well, this is cheeky for the Chiefs. Boosted right up into the bomb carrier up into the vents, and Texas legging it towards the A site. And yeah, the members of content have just got wind of this, but it's going to be too late to prevent the bomb plant. The bomb is now down, and Moe, as a matter of fact, is in a really good position to catch any rotate. Should you see it coming? Definitely saw Dreams coming. Now Rewind in a 1 versus 2. I'll have to get a 4K to get content second round on the board. And right in the mouth goes Texter. That'll be the end of that, and that is Chiefs on match point. And well, content, you got to go for broke. And well, they're going to be broke after whatever they put in. They can't really get all that much either.
I'm sorry, I'm just in the corner crying because I feel like I've just seen... You ever watch like Cards? As Trippy actually with the pistols finds that kill. As I say though, in the first episode of House of Cards, like they kill a dog. It feels like a puppy just getting murdered right now. It's very sad.
That's a terrible image to put in people's heads. Goodness gracious. And the members of content are falling like flies. Is 2 versus 4. And this could be it now. Rewind gets run down by the human lawnmower, the P90 of it.